Hi, welcome back to channel FIFA Mobile. Alright, gonna share you how to get Serie A players for your journeys with the Heroes journeys itself. So before that, lots of pack openings, lots of players I've claimed. But I mentioned earlier in another video, if you could try not to throw away useful players into the exchange. Lots of players you are claiming in this event, the TOTY players. If they are Serie A, if they are Premier League, please keep them. Alright, so if you throw them into the exchange, you'll be wasting a lot of precious opportunity to get millions from the hero's journey. Sharing you did this because I do not want you to make these mistakes that you should not be making. Here you take a look at these players. You can see majority of them are not Premium League or Serie A, so make sure you have keep them aside. They are really rare and precious because end of the day, if you go to phase 4 of your hero's journey, you realize there's exchange once you have completed all this. Alright, all the skill games and matches, you have given opportunity to claim exchange for a hero player, which you can actually sell in the market. Unlike TOTY players, you can't sell. These players can get for a good price, at least 19 million or so, some even 29 million. So make sure you do that. But if you are buying from the market for the Premium League or the Serie A players to fulfill those exchange, then you're not making a profit. Alright, so that's what I'm trying to say. You need to keep Serie A or Premier League players that you gain from the TOTY. Don't throw them into the TOTY exchange. Keep them so eventually you can throw them into the exchange for the national heroes journey. Pardon me, it's not national heroes, it's heroes journeys. Alright, so with that, you'll be getting most of the La Liga players from the TOTY. For those players, by all means, you can throw into the exchange like what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, so that doesn't basically stop you from doing exchange. You can go ahead and do, just don't use Premier League and Serie A. So of course, the other thing you'll be thinking that, oh, how do I go about unlocking the game, which is all the skill games and matches for basically the heroes journeys. I'm going to share with you that later on, but now before that, let's quickly hunt for the player. Right, so about that, Serie A, what you just did is you go to the market, you select the league as Serie A, and then you put in really cheap or low OVR players, or 60 or 69. For that couple of thousand, you can get 3 players already. But before that, please go ahead and check your own players. For me, I already have 3, so I'm going to create another league just for these heroes. Put in my Serie A players, just 3 of them, and then definitely you're going to put those great or better players into the subs. So with that, I'm still able to use my great players, just that I'm going to put in the 3 Serie A players into the main lineup. So eventually I qualify and we can start playing those games. Alright, so this is the last match already, and with that we have completed all the matches in the heroes journey. With that, then of course you earn scores and you can claim players from there. Of course, those hero journeys players, which will be useful as well, because in the exchange in the phase 4, once you unlock and completed it, you will need to exchange for the players. You will need not only Serie A or Premier League players, you will need hero players as well. So do not sell your heroes likewise. Okay, so I'm hoping this sharing would be useful. Alright, so before you end this video, of course, if you wish to, you can watch the H2H. You need to do at least once against a real player in order to fulfill the quest. So of course, in the H2H itself, there are definitely opportunities for you to gain more score or rewards, but depends on how you play H2H. Generally, I would say there's a high risk when you play with a H2H player that is of lower in terms of fans. So because of that, if you lose a lot, but if you win, you just win a very small number of fans itself. So how do you basically play H2H? I would say this, end of the day, most of the matches are rigged. Believe me, although we are playing against the other player, but in the back end, the FIFA EA has already created this AI for FIFA Mobile to make sure you will not win if they do not wish you be able to get in whatever they thought as the opportunity to winning because of higher OVR, etc. Because there will be a lot of AI built in to make sure that it's rigged. You feel frustrated so that eventually you spend real money. So that's their objective itself. Right? So don't be fed up in the sense that you need to really build a very strong team so that you get win matches. That's not true, because no matter how high your OVR is, no matter how strong your team is, if EA wants you to lose, which most of the time they want you to lose because they want you to feel frustrated so you spend real money, please do not do that. Alright, so if you do not spend real money, just enjoy the free game. By all means, be a free to play just like me. Go ahead. In fighting the H2H, of course, there's some skills involved, but if you know that it's rigged, so be it. Doesn't really matter. In this context, this match itself, you can see here, is not totally rigged in a way. At least I can manage to score a goal. In some matches, I can't even score a goal because it's totally rigged. But again, in this match itself, there's not much. So it's not that every single match there will be a rigged match. Some, yes, may be rigged in my favor because I can score easily, or I can call this match as rigged in terms of in my favor. Okay. The other match later I'm going to show you is against me. So basically it's rigged in the opponent's favor. So I can easily score 2 goals already, and I see end of the day you'll see a ridiculous goal being scored later on, especially the 3rd goal of this match. I think it's totally ridiculous to see that, but like that will happen. So I think this is, it could be the doing of the opponent, just frustrated with it and score own goal, or could be rigged to the matter that you can get a goal in such a manner. Apparently you have chanced upon opportunities whereby you try to score a goal, no matter how hard you try, you couldn't, but the opponent just shot it from a very far and they get it in. So that is how rigged it is. So in this match itself, you see it's rigged against me. So it is in the favor of the lower OVR players, which is really scary, because once you lose it, you could lose tens of thousands of fans, but if you win, you just get maybe 3,000 or 4,000. So it's a lot to lose when you fight with very low fan numbers or fan base opponent. So here you see, no matter how hard I try, there's no way I can push the ball forward. It is so difficult to push forward the ball, and the opponent has able to basically gain possession of the ball so easily. And sometimes you just get to see that the way the game is played is so ridiculous. How would I shoot that ball from afar? So it just seems to be automatically bouncing towards the opponent's goalkeeper. So you can see it is really rigged in against my favor. So again, you really got to think through whether you want to spend that real money in this rigged game. No, don't do that. I'm urging you not to. Just enjoy the game as a free game, and that will be good enough. Alright, so again, you can see here it's ridiculous. The ball just bounced off, and now it's ridiculous in the context that my goalkeeper just ran out for no good reason. So this is what I'm trying to share with you. It is like that. Sometimes you just don't seem to understand how could that happen. So when I gave this emoji of laughing football there, it just means that I find it so hilarious that how a game can be rigged by EA. I'm not laughing at the opponent for sure. I'm just laughing at EA in a way to make such a game as crazy or as rigged as this. I doubt there are developers there that is so crazy like EA, but that's how it works. So generally, just gotta think about this as doesn't really matter. So make sure you do that and play and enjoy the game as much as possible. It's a free game after all. Don't get me overly frustrated. I know it will, but nonetheless, it is possible to get draw sometimes, which I'm going to show you. It is possible. If you keep on going, don't give up. There will be a chance whereby I can get a score back and you get a draw. Alright, so I think that's the best we could do in a rigged match against us, getting a draw out of it, because losing to a low fan base would definitely be disastrous, because you'll be losing 10 or 11 thousands of fans itself, which is you need to win at least 3 to get it back. So that's the end of this match. I hope you understand that a lot of things are being rigged. Just make sure don't get overly frustrated and don't spend real money. Alright, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Keep your Serie A and your Premier League players, please. Thank you for watching again. Goodbye.